50,000 years ago, there was no candlelit dinner, no flowers, no "you up" text at 11 p.m. And yet, somehow, a caveman and a cavewoman looked at each other, and something happened. Today we're going back to the very first time a human fell in love. And yes, science has actually tried to figure this out. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Love wasn't invented for romance. It was invented for survival. Human babies are basically useless. A baby zebra can run within hours of being born. A human baby can't even hold up its own head for months. That means early humans needed a partner who'd actually stick around, not just for one night, but for years, to keep a helpless baby alive. So evolution did something clever. It made bonding with one person feel amazing, rewarding, addictive even, because a species that felt nothing after mating had no reason to stay. A species that felt everything did. So what does love actually feel like on a chemical level? Scientists point to three main players. Dopamine, the same chemical spiked by winning a game or eating chocolate, is why early love feels obsessive, like you can't stop thinking about someone. Oxytocin, nicknamed the cuddle hormone, is released through touch, and it's what turns "I like this person" into "I trust this person." And then there's vasopressin, linked to long-term attachment, basically the chemical whispering, "Stay." Put simply, attraction gets you together. Bonding hormones convince you to stick around long enough to raise a kid who can't even hold up its own head. Romantic, right? Now here's where it gets funny. There was no dating app, no swiping right. Anthropologists believe early human courtship looked a lot like showing off. A man might demonstrate hunting skill, literally bringing back meat as a way of saying, "I can provide." A woman might show her knowledge of which plants were edible, medicinal, or would leave you regretting your entire week. Gift-giving existed too. Shells, beads, carved bone, the world's first "you up" text, just with more craftsmanship and a much higher chance of predators watching. Obviously, there was no spoken "I love you." Language itself was still evolving. But researchers believe connection was built through eye contact, touch, and shared effort, sitting close by a fire, sharing food, grooming each other the way primates still do today, which wasn't just hygiene, it was bonding. In fact, some anthropologists argue the human smile itself evolved partly as a bonding signal, a built-in, unspoken way of saying, "I trust you, you're safe with me," long before we had the words to say it out loud. Here's the part that surprises people. Some researchers argue romantic love as we imagine it, the butterflies, the obsession, might not have been the norm at all. Many early human relationships may have formed more from practicality and survival, safety, shared resources, protection, with deep romantic love being the exception, not the rule. Which means the version of love movies obsess over today might actually be a luxury our ancestors rarely got to feel. So the next time you feel your heart race over a text, or you can't stop thinking about someone, know this: you're not being irrational. You're running 50,000-year-old software built by ancestors who needed you to feel exactly this way just to survive long enough for humanity to still be here today. Turns out, love isn't just a feeling. It's the oldest survival tool we have.